Well, good afternoon, everybody. George DeBobby here at Maryville College. We're about ready to get set for a basketball game. It's the ladies from LaGrange and LaGrange, Georgia, taking on the Maryville Lady Scots here at Maryville's Boydson H. Baird Gymnasium. The Scots come into this game and this is the beginning of the USA South tournament. Scots come into this game with a record of 16-9 and 11-3 in the conference. They have an 8-2 home record, and since they're at home, they're on a one-game win streak. Their last 10 games, they've lost 3 of those last 10, and that was to the conference leader Berea. They lost twice to Berea, one by the last second shot, and in overtime to Piedmont, the number 2 seed. Maryville is the number 3 seed. And this is a play-in game, as they call it, the first round into the USA South tournament. And the LaGrange Panthers are the number 6 seed. And also going on tonight, the 5 seed taking on the 4 seed. That's Salem taking on North Carolina Wesleyan. The 5th seed is Covenant taking on the 4th seed in the West, and that's Huntington. And Meredith, 6th in the East, taking on number 3 in the East, Averett. And the winner of this game takes on, I'll get it here in a second, we'll take on Piedmont on Saturday at 2 o'clock down in Demarest, Georgia. Having a little trouble with my microphone. Both these teams very familiar with each other. They've played 24 times before today, and Maryville is 23-1 in that matchup. The only time that they won was back in 2011, and that was under Coach Eisenhower, who's no longer with LaGrange. I believe he's coaching high school basketball. He was a very good player at LaGrange. LaGrange is coached by Lee Buchanan. Buchanan is in his 5th year. His record at LaGrange is 76-50. Although he's coached 900 games, he 901, over 900 games. He has a record of 573 wins, 348 losses, and he coached at several colleges around Eastern Illinois, Missouri, St. Louis, Southern Miss, Francis Marion, and Brescia before going to LaGrange. And referees coming up before going to LaGrange. So he's bringing the LaGrange Panthers in, and they are 11-14. They have a 4-10 record in the conference. Their away games, they are 4-6. They're on a one-game losing streak. In their last 10, they are 4-6. They have losses to Maryville College. They lost twice to Berea, once to Piedmont. They lost to Covenant and Brevard. So Maryville will be in the gray jerseys with the garnet numerals, and Piedmont will be in the red uniforms here at Boydson H. Baird. We're going to get ready to do our national anthem. We'll do our starting lineups before we start there. And real quickly, Maryville scores about 69 points per game, and LaGrange scores about 61 points per game. I'll pause right now. We'll get ready for our national anthem. Let's get ready to do the starting lineups. Number 4 for LaGrange is Austin Richardson from Robertsdale, Alabama. 5'9" senior guard. Plays about 33 minutes, scores about 8 points per game. Number 10, Riley Kolpachek, 5'9" freshman. 27.5 minutes, 8 points per game. Also number 14, a 5'9" senior, Lauren Johnson. 32 minutes a game, scores about 15 points. Number 22, Sarah Evans, 6'1" sophomore forward. About 20 minutes a game, 6 points per game. And probably somebody that's really important, Mara Lauren Farr, 27 minutes and scores 12 points per game. She's from Tiger, Georgia, down in just the border of North Carolina, Rabun County, 5'7" junior. For Maryville, number 3, Libby Gardner. She's from Maryville, Tennessee, 5'7" guard. 29 minutes, 6 points per game, making a rare start. Number 10, Amber Hudgens from Sparta, Tennessee. 26 minutes a game, 7 points per game scoring. And from Farragut, Tennessee, just outside of Knoxville, it's number 12, Madison Maples. 28 minutes a game, scores 16 points per game. And number 23, Lauren Billiter, 28 minutes a game, 9 points per game. And the leader of this team, the team that makes it go, Rachel Hahn from Franklin, Tennessee, 31 minutes and 13 points per game. She also has 9.5 rebounds, so she's just about averaging, if you round it off, a double-double. Referees are from the USA South, and this is a first-round NCAA Division III USA South playoff game. Winner heads to Piedmont to play Piedmont College in Demorest, Georgia. So in the red, it will be LaGrange. In the gray, it will be Maryville. Maryville won the previous meeting this year. When we get ready to go, it's going to be Amber Hudgens in the center court. Amber Hudgens is kind of a workman type person. She'll battle anybody. Maryville on defense. The ball blocked by Hahn. I'm having a hard time seeing here. The coach is standing right in front of me. With 14 on the shot clock, they should have reset the clock. They did not. It will be LaGrange with 5 on the clock. So get it around into the corner. And taking a shot at the buzzer and missing the three-pointer around the rim was Lauren Johnson. Up comes Hudgens for Maryville. Bounce pass into the paint. Little jump pass in front of the foul line. No good by Hahn, and it goes back the other way. Into the post they go to Farr. Maryville gets the ball back, and they'll go the other way. Libby Gardner down quickly. Into the corner to Hudgens. Hudgens around the top to Billiter. Into the corner, back to Gardner.
What we doing, Greg?
It's a zone defense that the LaGrange Panthers are playing with 10 on the shot clock. Hudgens to the basket, and Hahn went left, ball went right. Turnover will go the other way, and we got a travel by Lauren Johnson. It was Gardner stepping in front of Kolpachek and would have intercepted the ball. Nothing. Your score, 9:40 left to go first period here at Maryville. 4 periods in women's basketball, 10 minutes apiece. Maples at the top of the key. Maples going to go to the line, and the ball will be knocked away with 17 on the shot clock. It's all or nothing. Winner takes all, loser to the mall. Maples under the basket to Hudgens, and the first points of the game are scored by Maryville. It's at the 9:20 mark.
Hey, we're 30, girls. Where you
make it 8-20. Johnson going to come up. And he'll get it inside. Shot off the backboard. No good. Ball knocked away. Picked up by LaGrange. In the hands of Kolpacek. She'll get it to playmaker Lauren Johnson. Round the right side to Richardson and out high. Post to far and then left side to Kolpacek. It's Johnson with the layup. No good. It's Lauren Billiter of Maryville with the rebound, and Gardner going to go inside, kick it out to Maples. Unguarded for three. Way too far. Rebound comes down to Kolpacek of LaGrange. 7:35 left to go. Johnson trying to penetrate, and she'll get the ball back with 18 on the shot clock. Richardson, high post to far, and she'll take the jump shot. It's 2-2 at the 7:18 mark. Maryville will bring it up. Maples with the pass to Billiter. Nice move by Billiter, and she'll put in the layup. It's 4-2 at the 7-minute mark. Maryville leading here at home. Johnson coming up. Johnson from Canton, Georgia. Senior. Very good ball handler. And taken away by Maples. It's a 2-on-2 break. Maples going to go ahead and lay it up high off the backboard. 6-2 your score. Johnson brings it up at the 5:30 mark for LaGrange. Richardson. She'll dump it inside, and Hudgens loses it, and the ball is saved by Maryville. It was Billiter. Long pass to Hudgens, and it's going to be knocked out of the way and out of bounds by Richardson. I'd like to say we got some people listening in Charlotte, North Carolina. AC and Kinsey and their children Obadiah, Maranatha, Reuben, and Grandpa Bill McDonald in Charlotte, North Carolina. Thanks for tuning in, folks. It's 6-2 Maryville here at home. 6:09 left to go. And the basket's going to be good by Varney of Maryville, and a foul. 8-2. Varney, a 5'8" freshman from Cumberland County in Crossville. Went to Trevecca the first part of this year and left. Came back to Maryville. From the foul line, Varney. And it's 9-2 at the 6:06 mark.
Come on, girls.
Johnson bringing it up. That's Miss Reyes with the ball. Reyes. Top of the key to Evans. Back to Johnson. Johnson loses the ball. Does not get called for a travel. Varney looking for help. It's 3-on-1. She was on the short side, and she decides not to do anything with it. Ball gets tipped away by Amos Reyes. And we get a timeout by Coach Buchanan with the score 9-2 Maryville. 5:37 left to go. Here in Maryville, this is a USA South Conference game, and it is a, as they call it, a play-in game. The winner gets the right to play the number 2 seed, and that would be Piedmont. The Piedmont Lions down in Demarest, Georgia. It's the home of the Big Cat Museum, as they call it. I'll get into that in a little later. 5:37 left to go. The Big Cat referring to Johnny Mize. And the shot, no good. Put back, no good. Rebound again by Kolpacek. And the basket is good. And the foul. Foul's on number 12. Make that number 21. 11-2. And going to the line is Kelly Wendell. Wendell makes it 12-2, and Wendell is a 69% free throw shooter. Maryville with some pressure. Reyes. And they'll get it across to Richardson. Rich into Reyes. Reyes has the ball blocked. And referees are letting them play. Maryville goes the other way at the 5:10 mark. And the shot knocked away and then picked up by Elsa Eckenrod. In the corner, Varney shoots the three. Too much. Picked up by Maryville's Talbot, who takes the extra step. And she's didn't start today due to a little injury. 4:56 left to go in the first period. Maryville up 12-2. Long pass to Reyes. Reyes throws the ball out of bounds as she tried to get Richardson, who's trailing the play. Rachel Hahn comes back in for Maryville. And by the way, that is not, that is Kelly Wendell in there. 12-2, Maryville up with 4:45 left to go in this first period. Talbot dumps it inside to Wendell, and Wendell with the basket. 14-2, nice pass from Maples. Nice assist. Kopacek inside the three-point line with the two off the rim into the backboard in the basket. 14-2. Varney coming up for Maryville. He'll go into the corner to Eckenrod. Eckenrod with the pass inside. Basket no good by Wendell. Rebound comes down to Johnson of, well, there's Johnson right there. And that would be Jairus Johnson. Kopacek, two-point shot, good. Foot on the line. 3:51 left, 14-6, Maryville leading. Maryville coming up. Varney looking to drive, cannot, and she'll get the ball outside to Hahn. Hahn throws the ball away, picked up by Richardson. Richardson with a pass to Kopacek. Three-point shot, no good. Rebound tipped away and then goes off. A hustling Maryland Farr. Gardner and Maples in. Maryville has a decided advantage in some depth. 3:29 left to go. Maryville leading 14-6 here at home. And Maryville will come up looking at some pressure. Hahn gets the ball back. Maryville over the timeline in plenty of time. 3 seconds left. Maples under the basket, puts up the two. No good. Rebound comes down to Jairus Johnson. Lauren Johnson with the ball. Jairus Johnson, the ball knocked away by Maryville with 21 on the shot clock. 3:04 left in the first period. Wendell out and Amber Hudgens going into the game. Amber Hudgens, a 5'10 senior. Sparta, Tennessee. Ball goes to Sarah Evans and then back to Lauren Johnson. Reyes. Back to Jairus Johnson, to Kopacek, and back to Lauren Johnson, out to Kopacek. She'll shoot the three. No good. Rebound, and it's going to be a foul against Reyes as she undercuts, I believe that was Maples. That's Reyes' second foul. Maryville with some good ball work. Garner back out to Maples. Playing that zone defense. Gardner with a three and puts it in. And it's 17-6. Maryville shoots 30% from the free throw, from the three-point arc. Reyes with the ball. She'll go backside to Kopacek. 10 on the shot clock. Lauren Johnson with it. 2 minutes left to go first period. And a reach-in foul, I believe. Now they're going to call the foul. Going to be on Maples as she reached in. Lauren Johnson with 2 shots. First one good. It's 17-7 at the 1:56 mark. Varney comes out for Maryville. In comes Billiter. Varney, just a freshman, 5'8", from Crossville, Tennessee. Second shot good by Lauren Johnson. And Johnson is replaced by Austin Richardson. And Maryville going to come up the court to Billiter. Billiter to Maryville's Gardner. Long pass to Hudgens under the basket. Hudgens with a shot and the basket. What a move by Amber Hudgens. Foul is on number 25, Jairus Johnson. 19-8 with Hudgens going to the line, and Hudgens shoots 62% from the free throw line. She was 29 of 47 before that shot. We get back to the action with 1:35 left to go. English, and she's going to be reaching in, was Lauren Billiter. 4 fouls on Maryville. If they get 5 fouls, anytime after that, it's 2 shots. The ball knocked away as the ball's passed into traffic. Maryville picks it up. Rachel Hahn to Amber Hudgens. She's going to drive, kick it out to Maples. Maples, the 3-point gunner, and we're going to get a foul.
Knock him down, kid. Come on.
Foul's on number 10. That's Kolpacek, 5'9" freshman from Tiger, Georgia. Maples 73% from the free throw line, makes it 21-8. Out goes Kolpacek, and in goes Lauren Johnson. Shot good, 22-8. Maryville leading, and up comes Lauren Johnson. Could be Lauren Johnson's last game. The 5'9" seniors had a very good career at LaGrange. Richardson as well. Pass to Evans. Johnson going to try to lay it up and gets caught under the basket. Pass to Billiter. Billiter outside to Gardner, to Hahn. Maples back to Gardner. Under a minute left to go. Hudgens going to drive the basket. Kicks it out to Billiter. 13 on the shot clock. Billiter outside to Hudgens for 3, and she puts it in. 25-8, and Hudgens, by the way, doesn't shoot many threes, but she's got the highest completion, 3-point completion of anybody on the team. Richardson kicks it outside, long 2-pointer, no good, will not fall for the Panthers. And taken away by Maryville, and we got a breakaway by Maryville. It's Maples with the layup, and with 10 seconds left, Maryville leads 27-8, and up comes Lauren Johnson. Johnson lays it up, and it doesn't roll. They're not going in, so the end of the first quarter, it's Maryville 27, LaGrange 8. And we'll get you some stats here. Again, thanks for listening, AC, Kenzie, Obadiah, Maranantha, Reuben Isaac, and Grandpa Bill McDonald in Charlotte. Thank you, guys. Maryville leading by 19 points already. 27-8. Let's get you some stats here. Maryville shooting 53%, 10 of 19, and the Piedmont Lady Lions shooting 3 of 15. Maryville 5 of 5 from the free throw line, and the Lady Panthers shooting 2 of 2. Amber Hudgens with 8 points already. Leading scorer is Riley Kopacek for the Panthers. Varney in there for Maryville. And she's going to lob it in to Billiter. It's knocked away. Hahn picks it up. Varney kicks it outside. Hudgens for 3. And Billiter gets the ball back, and we've got a reach-in foul. That puts 7 back on the shot clock. We'll discuss it. Not sure 7 is correct. Was not a foul, so that's what the question was. Hudgens going to shoot another 3 off the rim. Rebound by Maryville. Back to Hudgens. Reset the shot clock at 3. Talbot to Hudgens. Hudgens with the shot, no good, a little too much. Rebound comes down to Megan English. Lauren Johnson comes up. Marilyn Farr over to English. English spins, blocked by Billiter. Billiter second on the team in blocking to Hudgens. Cannot get it. Varney with the rebound for Maryville. 27-8. 8:50 left to go in this second quarter. Varney goes to lay it up, but she's going to be fouled by Megan English. First foul of the second period. Varney goes to the line, and she'll make that shot, making it 28-8. Varney shoots 85% from the free throw line. Good-looking freshman. Second shot up and good. 29-8, Maryville up by 21 here in the second period. The USA South Conference Championship game, first round. Richardson over to Kopacek to Lauren Johnson. Back to Kopacek, and they're going to go inside, and the basket is good as Farr gets behind Hudgens. 29-10. Varney. They'll go inside to Hahn and back out to Hudgens. To Hahn right in front of the foul line, and she'll shoot an easy 2. She's deadly. 31-10, and up comes Lauren Johnson for LaGrange. 7:50 left to go second period, and the ball went over the back line. The player, Austin Richardson, didn't go over, but the ball did. Turnover. Three-point shot by Maples, no good. Lauren Johnson with the ball. Second period here at Maryville. Out high to Farr. Farr inside the foul line, shoots the 2. Rachel Hahn of Maryville with another rebound. And Maryville gets the rebound. And the basket good. It's a three-pointer. And we get a timeout by Coach Lee Buchanan, as it is now 33-10. 30-second timeout. Maryville now shooting 12 of 28, 2 2 of 7 from the three-point line and 7 of 7 from the free throw line. The Piedmont Lions shooting 4 of 18. Maryville has 9 bench points, make that 10 bench points, and and 9 second chance points. 0 bench points and 0 second chance points for the Piedmont Lions. Up comes Lauren Johnson. Johnson with a quick step to the basket, and she'll put it in. Nice move and make that Austin Richardson, She gets around Maples, that's senior. She's senior, 33-12. Good move by Gardner on the crossover. Back to that zone defense, and it's Billiter in the paint. Going to be Hahn to the basket, no good, tipped away, out of bounds, off Maryville. 6:16 left to go here at Maryville. In the second period, 33-12 your score. This weekend the Maryville men play Huntington at 2, and then at 3 they play LaGrange here at Maryville. 5 minutes, make that 6 minutes left to go. 33-14. Ball inside to Hahn. Make that Wendell. Back to Maples. Maples drives and then back out. And here are the girls. Maples with a quick shot and out of bounds off Maryville. 5:33 left to go. 33-14 Maryville. The last timeout seemed to help LaGrange. Lauren Johnson. She'll play most of the game. Austin Richardson. Richardson in the lane, and she'll put up 2. Nice move. Fairly good defense, and it's 33-16. Billiter just inside three-point line. They'll go inside to Wendell. Wendell, and she'll get slapped. She'll go to the line for 2. The foul is going to be on Sarah Evans. Wendell going to the line, and she shoots 70% from the free throw line. Make it exactly 68-8. 33-16 with 5 minutes left to go. Maryville leading by a score of 33-16. Maryville as a team shoots 72% from the free throw line. Second shot up and in. Got every part of the rim there. Jairus Johnson going in, and out comes Sarah Evans. Maryville up 34-16. 5 minutes left to go here at Maryville. Richardson across the paint into the post, and it's a basket for Marilyn Farr. That's Mary Lauren Farr, 34-18. Maryville's Gardner with the ball. To Maples. Maples into the paint and then back out. Gets it in, a little backdoor feed, and we're going to have a collision. Foul's going to be on number 25, Jairus Johnson. Shooting foul going to the line will be Elsa Eckenrod from McMinnville, Tennessee, Warren County High School. Eckenrod shoots 89% from the free throw line, and she'll miss that one. Before today, she was 23 of 26. Maryville as a team now 8 of 10 from the free throw line. Elsa Eckenrod, 5'9", freshman. Second shot up, and she makes that one with 4:30 left to go. Barney comes in, and out comes Eckenrod. 35-18, Maryville leading. Maryville came into this game with a conference record of 11-3, and the LaGrange Panthers, who were the sixth seed, came into the game with a 4-10 record. LaGrange with the ball. We're going to go inside and around the rim, tipped away, picked up by Gardner of Maryville. Libby Gardner has really come on strong. Hahn, and a little backdoor shot to Wendell. Wendell puts it up, no good, and we're going to have a foul against Maryville.
Hey, either shoot that one or kick it.
Foul's going to be on 14, Haley Talbot. Team first foul for Maryville, and it's 35-18 with 3:50 left to go in this half. Lauren Johnson gets the ball to Richardson. Over to Kopacek. Back out to Johnson. That's Jarris Johnson. And into the paint. And we're going to get a Maryville breakaway. It's a 2-on-1. And Barney with the layup. Great assist by Gardner. Sophomore to freshman. Just like they draw it up, 3:20 left to go in this half. Maryville up 37-18. Kopacek to Richardson. Richardson dumps it inside, and they're going to call a foul on Hahn. Her first. Jarris Johnson going to the line, and Johnson 17 for 27 from the free throw line. For today, 63%. Yeah, she misses that. And boy, as a coach, you hate to see those freebies missed. 37-18 with 3:08 left to go. Second attempt. No good. Barney down the left side. She'll pause and into the corner. Gardner with the leap. 2:55 left to go. Gardner going to go to the basket, and she got fouled. Foul by 33 is Andrea LaSange. Gardner going to the line for Maryville. 84% from the free throw line. She is the only starter with over 80%. She's 48 of 57. Now she's 49 of 58. 84%, 2:50 left to go. Maryville up by 21, 39-18. And they'll dip it inside, and Varney takes the ball away. And she can push it up the court. As good a ball handler as you'll see. Backdoor to Gardner, inside to Hahn. Hahn puts it up and in. Rachel Hahn making it 41-18. Ball goes to Richardson. To Lauren Johnson. 8 on the shot clock, 2 minutes on the game clock. Shot up, no good, tipped away by Hahn and picked up by Hudgens. Hudgens down the court. Varney going to go to the basket, then to Hahn in front of the basket. Shoots the two, it's 43-18. Coach Buchanan beside himself on the other end of the court. And left alone, Kopacek with an easy two. And we get a foul under the basket. Ball's on Hahn. Her second foul. .131 left to go. 131. Inbounding the ball will be LaGrange. to Richardson. And then they lay it inside. Ball on the ground. Picked up by Hudgen. Ball was kicked. .111 left to go. Hudgens with the ball. Billiter going to go the lane and has the ball knocked away. Up comes LaGrange. Richardson, far right. Go top of the key to Kopacek and around the left side to Lauren Johnson. Right at the elbow, it's far. Ball's kicked out. Long shot, no good. Ball knocked away off Sarah Evans.
Hey, 2 up! 2 up!
31 seconds on the halftime clock. About a 8-second differential. So LaGrange will get the ball back. Maryville up 43-20. Inside to Wendell. Wendell going to put it in. 45-20 with 12 seconds left to go. Lauren Johnson going to bring it up. We'll go inside and the easy basket knocked away. They're going to call somebody for a foul. Billiter. Her second foul. Not much contact there. Sarah Evans going to go to the line. Evans shoots 83% from the free throw line. Before that shot, she was 43 of 52. She's from Statesboro, Georgia. 6'1" sophomore. 45-21 your score. Maryville leading with 5 seconds left to go. No good. Maryville's got a chance with 3 on the shot clock. And the shot by Maryville off the rim, no good. Halftime, 45-21, Maryville. I'll take a break. We'll be back shortly. Welcome back, everybody. Halftime here at Maryville College, where the Lady Fighting Scots of Maryville lead the LaGrange Panthers 45-21 in this ladies' first round playoff in the NCAA Division III USA South Conference Championship. With me, Dr. Tom Hart, Commissioner Hart.
George, how are you, sir?
I'm great. It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
I think the last time we talked, it was football season.
It just seems like yesterday.
It's a long time. A lot of games in between for me. Did you have a good trip here?
I did. No rain, which, of course, baseball and softball coaches like to hear that this time of year. Unfortunately, we've had our share of it for the last week. So baseball and softball are getting stacked up a little bit with games. But in terms of my drive, it was fine.
And you drove from?
Rome, Georgia is where the conference office is located. It's about 2.5 hours.
Great place.
Not a bad trip up. You go over a mountain and then you're on interstate the whole way until we get off of 75.
You can cut across 411 and come the back way. That's the country way.
Maybe at daylight. You need daylight to do that.
Daylight will do that. Well, when you get backed up, all these games, you got to juggle all kinds of schedules. Talk a little bit about the duties of the commissioner and the staff you have I know you guys do a great job, but I know you have very little staff. Talk a little bit about the emerging USA South Conference and staff and where we're headed.
Well, from a staff standpoint, of course, in addition to myself, we've got Mike Christie, who's the associate commissioner. Mike's located in Pittsboro, North Carolina. So he's able to keep tabs pretty much on the schools in the East Division for us throughout the conference. Kara Stevenson works with us as a digital media person. She's up in Fort Wayne, Indiana, actually. So she's even outside of our footprint. We've got a large footprint in the conference, George, but
a lot of teams.
And she's even outside of that in Fort Wayne. But Kara does an outstanding job working on a lot of our graphics and photography, editing, a lot of the social media pieces. And then
which is very, very important. Oh. And it's a great service. If you look at the website, usasouth.com, you go to the website and there's all kinds of social media, not advertising, but teams get involved. It's pretty neat.
One of the things we were able to do when Kara came on board was to have a Facebook presence. Prior to that, we did a really good work with Instagram and some work with Twitter. But because we didn't, there's only just so much you can do with a one-person shop, as Mike had, as it relates to sports information duties. So when Kara came on, we were able to expand a little bit and move into the Facebook places, which has been helpful as well. So at this point, I think we're touching on the ones that you need to from a social media standpoint. And then most importantly, whether it be the Instagram takeovers, finding ways to get the schools and the student athletes involved so that they feel like they're part of the conference and what we do.
Well, it's a big conference. We've got a couple of members coming in, Brevard and Pfeiffer.
Right. They're actually full members. They just are not full NCAA members yet. So because of that, they're not eligible for postseason play. And so because they've got about a 4-year transition from Division II to Division III. During that time, of course, they'll be able to participate. This year they played everybody within the conference.
And they counted as Division III games. They just didn't count as conference games?
Well, they actually counted as a non-conference, non-Division III game.
Okay, I got you.
Next year there'll be a non-Division III conference game. So they're going to actually compete for conference championships. But what they won't be able to do is participate in the tournaments.
The NCAA tournament.
Well, our conference tournament, which the winner gets an automatic qualifier into the NCAA tournament. Exactly.
Yeah, and that's the good thing about being in conference. And speaking from Maryville's point of view, there were years, and I've been here 20 plus years, but years and years and years where we were not in a conference. And first of all, scheduling teams was very, very difficult. Travel was difficult, and getting into an NCAA playoff was really something you really had to, for lack of a better term, politic for.
Right. Well,
and it was difficult.
Yeah.
No automatic bid. That's what I'm saying. It was a Pool B bid, I believe it was.
Called Pool B, exactly. Back in another life, I was chair of the NCAA men's basketball committee.
So you knew Randy.
Randy and I worked on. We served together on the committee for about 3 years together. But yes, the Pool B was always the Maryville College piece.
That's way to get in. Yeah.
Yep. And typically would in many sports.
I remember one time we had to go to Grand Rapids, Michigan, and it was late February, and Michigan's a little farther north than here. Mm-hmm. And we flew in to what we thought was a snowstorm, but the locals said, "Oh, this is nothing." Right. They came and picked us up from the airport, and and it was like it was sunshine to them.
Right.
It was cold, and we went to some college up there in Grand Rapids. I can't remember.
Probably either Hope or Calvin.
It was Calvin. Calvin. And we played a team from Texas, so both teams from the South had to go all the way to Grand Rapids. But that's Division III, and that's the beauty of it. You play and you get to experience all kinds of different colleges. There's more Division III colleges in the United States than Division IIs or Division Is.
Exactly, yes. Over 400 Division IIIs at this point, and about 40, I think there's 43 conferences. So a lot of automatic qualifiers, which, starting, this is our first round game here for the women. We'll be playing, today. Tonight we've got 4 games. On Saturday we've got 4 games, and then we'll finish it with a Final Four the following weekend. So a lot of basketball to be played in the next 10 days.
That's a 4-game tournament, so to speak. You win 4, you're into the NCAA.
Exactly.
And that's the good thing about the conference with the automatic bid. Let's talk a little about this size of this conference is huge, got a huge geographic footprint, and how many members? 20?
Well, right now we have 19.
19, okay.
5 of them are single gender.
Okay.
14 full members with both men's and women's programs. 2 of those 14, of course, are Pfeiffer and Brevard, which aren't eligible for championships. So if you were to boil it down, right now we basically have 12 institutions that are co-ed on both the men's and women's side. We are going to be losing one. Ferrum College is moving to the Old Dominion Athletic Conference after this year. So we'll move from 19 to 18, and the men will have 13 members, and the women will have 18.
Sports-wise, it's varied, but every college has a lot of sports. But there seems to be a growing trend toward field hockey, and I'd love to see track. Everybody get track, but there's plenty of sports to play if you're a student in Division III.
Well, George, funny that you mentioned track, because one of the action items that the athletic directors and the presidents passed in the fall was that we're going to redefine a conference sport. In the past, we looked at a conference sport as being defined by a majority of members having that sport, sponsoring that sport. Well, we found ourselves in a position where you only need 7 schools to sponsor a sport. And so if we used majority when we had 19, that would either be 9 or 10 schools.
Gotcha.
So we've adjusted that definition down to 7, which is consistent with the NCAA definition. And so because of that, track and field will become the next men's and women's conference sports in 2018-19.
The good thing about track is it's, as far as the gender goes, both teams, both men and women, get a lot of players, a lot of students involved. So I mean, you can have 50 people on a track team, and with a blink of an eye, and both men and women. And that's what's so good about track, I think. And plus, if you're an athlete from a man standpoint, which I was, running track was something that you used to get in shape, and you ended up saying it's a little harder than I thought, harder than getting in shape.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a great sport. Well, thank you very much. You enjoying the game so far?
Yep. It's been Maryville's playing as you would expect them to play on their home court in the first round. 45 points and only holding their opponents to 21. They're doing it both offensively and defensively.
Where are you headed next? Stay here?
No, actually, I'm going to be back home tonight. My children are in a all-state choir for the state of Georgia this weekend. And then I may be back here on Tuesday night, actually, for the first round of the men's tournament. And then if Coach Lambert and his team can hold serve, then Maryville will be hosting both the Final Four of the men's tournament the following that weekend.
And that's an interesting team. No seniors on that team. Everybody comes back. So
right.
That's a good team. Well, thank you very much for taking your time.
George, appreciate it.
I personally appreciate it. It's good to see you again.
Good seeing you, sir.
Have a safe trip home.
All right, thank you.
That's Commissioner Hart, and we'll be back in a minute. Welcome back, everybody. George DeBobby here at Maryville College. It's halftime, about a minute and a half left before the start of the second half, third period. There's 4 periods in women's basketball. 45-21, Maryville leading, and leading all scorers. Well, actually, it's tied. Lauren Farr has 8 points for LaGrange, as does Amber Hudgens, who has 8 also. 6 points for Riley Kolpachek, 7 points for Libby Gardner of Maryville, 6 for Madison Maples, 7 for Claire Varney, 6 for Rachel Hahn, all of Maryville. 6 for Riley Kolpachek, 4 for Austin Richardson, 2 for Lauren Johnson, and 1 for Sarah Evans. Score 45-21. Maryville here. Winner will move on after today, and we'll go down to Demarest, Georgia in the second game. That'll be a 2 p.m. game on Saturday, I believe, February 17th. And that will be whoever is the winner of this game will go down to Demarest, Georgia. As you heard Dr. Hart, or Tom Hart, Commissioner Hart, talk a little bit about the conference, a big conference and lots of things going on. So here we go. We get to start the second half. Maryville shot 44% from the field, and that's just about their average. They normally would shoot 41%, they're a little higher. And they shot 29% from the free throw line, that's below their 34%. And they shot 85% from the free throw line, which normally they will shoot 70%. So here we go, second half action. LaGrange with the pointer, so to speak. Possession goes to LaGrange to start the second half. 45-21. LaGrange with the ball. They go right inside to Evans. Evans with the shot, and Hudgens with some good defense. She'll get the rebound. Billiter going to push it down the court. And there's that defense. Can't tell if it's a zone yet or not. It is not. They're going man-to-man. Hahn going to go inside. Top of the key to Maples. Maples with the dribble and the layup. Easy peasy for Maples. Maples with 8 points. 47-21. Richardson to Mary Lauren Farr, back to Lauren Johnson. They'll get it into the corner with 10 on the shot clock. Go across the paint, 3-point shot around the rim, and will not go in for the Lady Panthers. And it's going to be Hahn on the trailer. Easy assist. The assist by Amber Hudgens.
Come on, Grace, stay in, come on!
Hahn with 8 points now.
Work, Liv. Down, Libby.
And inside, the shot good to Evans.
Trapo! Trapo! Trapo!
Billiter for Maryville with the ball. Backdoor to Hudgens. Hudgens with the layup and can't quite get it in there. Up comes Lauren Johnson with 8:10 left to go. Back to Johnson by way of Kolpachek. Too far and around to Richardson. Billiter with the defense, but nice shot by Mary Lauren Farr. Farr with 10 points. 49-25 Maryville. 7:45 left to go in this third period. Maryville with the ball. That's Lauren Billiter from Halls, Tennessee, which is a suburb of Knoxville. Knoxville about 20 plus miles from this campus. Billiter in the paint. Looking for some help. Call her for 3 seconds. .7:25 left to go in this third period. Maryville up 49-25 over LaGrange. First round Shot no good. They'll call a foul on Amber Hudgens. That's her first. Going to the line to shoot 2 is going to be Jairus Johnson. And she'll make it 49-26. Jairus Johnson from Broxton, Georgia, 5'11" senior, shoots about 64% from the free throw line. Second one is good. Full court pressure. Hudgens is going to get up the court. No problem for Hudgens. Billeter to Hahn. Hahn to Billeter. Billeter to drive and then to Hahn and then back out up to Hudgens with 10 on the shot clock. Going to be Varney going to go to the basket. Gets it to Hudgens. Blocked. And then nice move by Lauren Johnson to tip the ball. And it's going to be blocked by Hudgens. Pass to Billeter. Billeter with the assist to Varney. 51-27. Hudgens the leading blocker on this team. Into Kopacek coming through the paint, and it's Hudgens with the steal. Hudgens pulls up at the elbow, then to Billeter, 3-point shot, no good. And we're going to get a foul as the rebound comes down to Hahn. Lauren Johnson with the foul. Hahn going to go to the line, shooting 70%. She'll make that one, making it 52-27 with 6:12 left to go. Amber Hudgens out, and in goes Elsa Eckenrod, freshman for senior. Hahn a senior, and around the rim. Good rebound coming down to Mary Lauren Farr. Farr's had a good career.
Come on, Claire. Come on, Claire.
And they'll lob it in, and it was Varney knocking the ball away. Eckenrod down the left side, and Hahn with the easy basket from Varney as she beat Mary Lauren Farr down the other end, 54-27. Coach Lee Buchanan with the timeout. 5:46 left to go in this third period. Maryville again up 54-27. This weekend, 2 games. It's the men at 2 p.m. on Saturday, taking on Huntington. Still the regular season. And 3 p.m. on Sunday, taking on LaGrange. And LaGrange coached by former Maryville assistant Kendall Wallace. Always a good game. If Maryville holds true and holds serve, the men, so to speak, it will be a Wednesday game, the beginning of the men's NCAA Division III USA South tournament. Piedmont will take the ball up the court, and it's playmaker Lauren Johnson.
Too high. Good.
Outside to Jairus Johnson. Perez to Lauren Johnson. And they'll dump it inside, and the basket good by Mary Lauren Farr. Her 12th point leads all scorers. Maryville with the ball to Billeter, top of the key. They'll dump it inside, and fouled from behind by Jairus Johnson, her third. Going to the line for Maryville is Kelly Wendell from Clinton, Tennessee. 70% free throw shooter. She'll make that one, making it 55-29 with 5:11 left to go. Second shot, good.
New one.
56-29. LaGrange bringing it up the court. 5 minutes left to go. Richardson loses the ball and goes off. Kelly Wendell of Maryville trying to pick up the ball. 19 on the clock for the play. 5 minutes left to go in this third period. Reyes going to drive, and the ball's going to be blocked, and the basket doesn't fall.
Come on, come on, come on.
Lauren Billiter called for the foul, her third. Shot by Charlie Amis Reyes. 13 points a game from Woodstock, Georgia, a freshman. 56-30, your score, Maryville in the lead. Reyes with 2 points now. You want to spend some time on the court and make your free throws. Good job. 4:50 left to go, third period. Maryville dumps it into Wendell. She'll lose the ball, dump it in, and it's Hudgens. And we've got Hudgens with a blocked shot. As she went to shoot, the ball was blocked by Sarah Evans.
Ball screen, ball screen.
Reyes, 4:25 left to go. And again, they go inside, and you're going to get Wendell called for a little bit of a hook.
Kelly, open up.
The foul is on Maryville, number 42, Kelly Wendell. Her first.
Non-shooting foul. Shot no good, and Lauren Johnson with good hustle. Senior play right there. 56-31. Reyes going to travel in, throws the ball up. Good defense by Maryville. Ball on the ground, picked up by Hudgens of Maryville. Gardner going to push it from left to right and back to the left side. Good ball carrier right here from Maryville to Rachel Hahn across the paint and then back high out top to Maples. Maples going to push it to the basket. Does not. Hudgens, 9 on the shot clock. Out to Maples, fakes the three, pulls in, and she's going to be fouled. Foul going to be on Reyes, her third. Charlie Amissa Reyes. Non-shooting foul. Gardner with 30 on the clock. 3:38 left to go in this third period. To Hahn. Hahn misses the shot. Shooting right-handed on the left side. And Lauren Johnson following her teammate in. Good hustle, rebound by Sarah Evan, and back to Lauren Johnson. 3:20 left to go. And they go inside to Jairus Johnson, and the ball goes out of bounds. Haley Talbot going in. 56-31. Talbot limited duty. She's a starter, has a hurt knee. 3:16 left to go. And up comes Libby Gardner, 5'7" sophomore from Maryville Heritage. Maryville loses the ball. Up the court comes Lauren Johnson. Johnson folds it inside to Farr. Farr puts it up. No good, and slamming the boards was Marilyn Farr. She'll be fouled.
The foul is on Maryville, number 33, Rachel
Hahn, her third. Non-shooting foul. 56-31, 2:56 left to go in the third period. Lauren Johnson gets it inside. Shot up and good by Marilyn Farr. Farr with 12 points. Gardner loses the ball, but it goes off Lauren Johnson. 20 on the shot clock. Wendell going in, and out comes senior Rachel Hahn. Hahn from Franklin, Tennessee. and goes to Wendell, to Maples. Maples tries to shoot, does not. Wendell fouled, and reaching over the back was Austin Richardson. I believe that's her second. 2:35 left to go. 30 seconds left as going to shoot. 30 seconds on the clock. Irrelevant. Wendell. And Wendell puts that ball in, and Wendell now with 10 points. Second shot, good. 58-33. Maryville leading. 2:30 left to go. Top of the key, long two-pointer. No good. Rebound, put up back by Jarris Johnson for LaGrange. 2:15 left to go in this third period. Maryville up 58-35. This USA South first round game of the USA South Championship. And it's Amber Hudgens going to be fouled. Jarris Johnson, her fourth. Maryville, every time they go to the line now, they'll have 2 shots. When you get 5 team fouls in a period, it's automatic 2. There's no 1-and-1 anymore. Andrea LaGrange going in, a 6-foot sophomore from Tallapoosa, Georgia. LaGrange, number 33. Second shot by Hudgens makes it 60-35, 2:02 left to go. Lauren Johnson going to push it up. Richardson, and she'll dive it in, and Hudgens with the foul. It's her second. Going to the line is Mary-Lauren Farr, and Farr shoots 65% from the free throw line. Farr with 14 points, and she makes it 15. Farr averages 12 points. She's above her average. She'll be back next year if she'll miss that one. And Wendell crashes the boards for Maryville. 60-36, Maryville leading. Maples goes inside to Wendell, to Libby Gardner from the elbow. Does not make the shot. Long pass to Reyes. To Richardson. Richardson back to Reyes. And from just in front of the free throw line, shot good by Mary-Lauren Farr, her 17th point. 60-38. Farr, just a junior from Tiger, Georgia. Just down from Highlands, North Carolina. Maples in the corner. Maples drives the baseline. Out to Gardner, to Wendell. Wendell going to call for a travel. .49 seconds left. Up comes Johnson. And the give and go, and it's knocked away, and they say off Maryville. 21 on the shot clock. 60-38, Maryville leading with 39 seconds left in this third period. And it's going to be Reyes for the 3. And it's Maryville, we thought, with the rebound and the block by Hudgens, but she's going to be called for a foul. Hudgens with her third. Had no fouls. That's the 15th foul, and Mary-Lauren Farr can go to the line and get her 18th and 19th point. That's 18 points for Mary-Lauren Farr. In comes Megan English. Megan English, a 5'8" freshman, goes out. And Riley Kopacek coming in. She's also a freshman. 60-39, and the rebound comes down to the Maryville Fighting Scots. About a second differential between the end of the third quarter and when Maryville has to take a shot. Zone defense, and it's Maryville with the ball. Maples in the corner, Talbot for three, and she'll put it in at the buzzer. 60-39. Make that 63-39. Talbot with her first points of the game. So that is the end of the third quarter. Fouls go back to 0, team fouls. So Maryville now, it's Mara Lauren Farr leading all scores with 18 points. Maryville, Kelly Wendell with 12, Rachel Hahn with 11, Amber Hudgens with 10. 9, 8, and 7 for Maryville's Claire Varney, Madison Maples, and Libby Gardner. For Maryville, they're shooting 43.8%. They're 3 of 9 from the three-point line and 18 of 21 from the free throw line. That is a lot of lead right there. 18 made out of 21. Good job for the Fighting Scots. 9 of 14 for the Lady Panthers in the red from LaGrange. 10 minutes left to go in the game. Maryville up 63-39. Both teams scored 18 points in that quarter. Claire Varney for Maryville. Billiter just standing there and stealing the ball was Megan English, the freshman. Called Varney for the foul. English 59% from the free throw line. She was 17 of 29 before that. Had played in 19 games. Actually started 2. She'll miss that one. Maryville with the rebound at the 9:45 mark. Maryville leading by 23. Billiter down the left side. Back door. Handball on the ground, and it's going to be Billiter picking it up. Billiter loses the ball. And it's one where you need to pick it up instead of dribble. (63-40) Maryville leading. Reyes losing the ball, and it's Hudgens picking up the garbage. It's Billiter on the right side to Hudgens at the top of the key. Long three-pointer, and she'll put it in. Hudgens makes it 66-40. Kupacek. And ball thrown away. Megan English couldn't get to it. Back in goes Mara Lauren Farr. You know, the shame about a game like this, the season's over for one of the team. It would have been nice to somehow, if you could play your final game at home. But good group of fans from LaGrange here. Talbot fakes the three, steps to the right, puts up the three, no good. It's Mara Lauren Farr with the rebound. She's everywhere. Lauren Johnson down the court with 8:25 left to go in this game. Maryville up by 26. Three-point shot off the rim, no good. Claire Varney for Maryville with the rebound. Long pass to Hudgens, gets rid of it, gets the NBA step, and it's 68-40. 8 minutes left to go. And there we go. That's there all day. And it goes inside, blocked by Hudgens.
Nothing there, nothing there, nothing there.
Hudgens looking around. Billiter. And she'll go inside to Hahn. Hahn puts it up and in. 70-40 now. 7:35 left to go in the game.
Let go, Amber.
And that's a mismatch in there. It's Hudgens at 5'10 and
Get high up, let go up, let go up.
Mary Lauren Farr. And we got a foul on number 10. Little hold right there on Klupacek, her third. And a host of players going in. Nade Bontour, number 20, going in the game.
Dribble. 14.
Have not seen her before. 70-42, Maryville leading. Billiter, quick step into the lane, and she'll throw it up, and she'll be fouled by number 25, Jairus Johnson. That's her fifth. Jairus Johnson, a senior, and that's the last, if she's a senior, that's the last we'll see of her. And been around a long time, had a good career from Broxton, Georgia, 5'11 senior. Sure she'd love to finish out the game. But she's getting a good education at a very good school in LaGrange. Second shot up by Lauren Billiter makes it 71-42. Maryville leading with 7:13 left to go in the game. Shot goes up, no good. Ball goes out of bounds off, they say, Maryville's Rachel Hahn.
Line, line, line. Shorts and Claire come together. Good job. Stay down.
Ball goes out to Richardson.
Good job. Work in,
Right
let
side
go.
to
Good. There you go.
Lauren Johnson.
Ball foot range.
Maryville
Good job. Good job.
out to Klupacek.
Stay down, Bill.
Over to Richardson.
Good.
10 seconds left to go.
Pull
They'll
up, Rach.
side in.
We're one. We're one.
The foul is on Maryville, number 13.
Foul's going to be called on Barney, her second foul.
On that drop three, you come down lane line. If they make you go middle, don't just turn and throw it. Good shorts. Good lips. 5. Good job. Stay down, Libby.
Ball out to Richardson with Maryville leading 71-42. Ball loose. And I think, they say did not go off a Maryville player. 42-71. Mary Lauren Farr.
Also checking in for LaGrange, number 21, Charlie Alyssa Reyes.
Dribble breakdown.
Libby Gardner takes it up the court. A little handoff to Billiter. Backdoor to Elkenrod. To Wendell. And she'll put it in. And Wendell now with 14 points. 6:15 left to go. Richardson. And Richardson passes the ball, and it's Reyes.
Kelly, come on.
Wendell going to be called for a foul.
The foul is on
Her
Maryville,
second.
number 42, Kelly Wendell, her second.
Going to the line to shoot two is Charlie Amos Reyes. Reyes with the point, making it 70-43. 6:05 left to go. And it's 73-44.
He's solid.
Maryville leading. And it's Gardner going to go from right to left across the timeline. Cross step outside to Elkenrod. Elkenrod back out to Gardner. Gardner to the basket. She'll put it up. No good. Foul. Will be on Charlie Amos Reyes. 2 shots for Libby Gardner. Gardner with 7 points today. She averages 6 points. She'll get a chance for 2. And she'll make her 8th point, 74-44. 5:48 left to go in the game. And she'll make 2. That's 9 points for Libby Gardner. 75-44. 5:45 left to go in this game. Loser's season is over. And they'll go inside, and it's Wandell with the block. Quick hands by Elsa Eckenrod. Nice play by Eckenrod. To Maples. Pulls up. She'll shoot a 3, and she'll nail it. Maples now with 11 points. 78-44. Lauren Johnson. Knocked away by Maples, but picked right back up. And it's going to be Elsa Eckenrod picking up the foul. Hahn, Hudgens, and Talbot going in. That's 3 seniors, and all the seniors in there right now. And this is their final game at home with 5 minutes left to go in their home season. If they win, they will be at Piedmont, which is Demarest, Georgia. 3-point shot off to the left. Good rebound, far turnaround shot. No good. Rebound comes down to Hudgens of Maryville. And 3-point shot, no good. Knocked away, picked up, and goes to Talbot of Maryville. Good save by Hudgens. On right at the top of the key. Hudgens. And we're going to get a foul. 30-23, that's Mary Lauren Farr. It's her first foul. Non-shooting foul. Both teams have 4 fouls. Shot by Maryville, no good. And they're going to call Maples with a foul. That's her second foul. Maples from just across the river at Farragut near Knoxville. Richardson going to the line. She's got 4 points today. And she's now got 5. 78-45. 4:09 left to go. Second shot up, around the rim. Hudgens goes after it for Maryville.
Dribble, break down.
Talbot to Maples on the right side. Maryville with 4 minutes left in its home season. And she'll have the ball stolen by Charlie Amos Reyes. Richardson gonna throw it up. Good. Talbot with a foul. I believe that's her second. Richardson going to go to the line with 5 points. 1 of 2 from the free throw line today. 2 of 3 from the floor. And she'll make that. So the 3-point play, 78-48. And what Coach Buchanan would like to see now is no quit in their players, and he's looking at it. Chanel Toxin in there from Hernando, Florida. Senior. That's number 15. Hudgens will drive, and she'll be fouled. Chanel Toxin with the foul. 5'8" senior guard.
Chanel Thompson hits her first 5 on the team at the line. Amber Hutchins.
If I'm not mistaken, Hernando, Florida, up in the northeast end, northwest side of Florida, not quite to the panhandle, I believe. 78-48. Shot good by Hudgens. 79-48. 3:35 left to go in the game. Maryville coasting to a victory and into the second round of the NCAA tournament. And that's going to be a travel by Lauren Johnson.
Hey, triangle, triangle.
3:24 left to go.
Triangle.
Maples to Talbot. Maryville with all their seniors in right now. Long 2-point shot, no good. Tipped away. Ball on the ground, picked up by Toxin, and into Amos Reyes. Lauren Johnson gets it to Richardson. Richardson drives, puts it up and in. 70-50 with 2:50 left to go in the game. Up comes Maples for Maryland. And the seniors about ready to go out here in their last home appearance. Ball goes to Talbot, then to Hahn. Hahn with the shot. And the basket good. Foul going to be on Amos Reyes, her fourth. That's her fifth foul. So all the seniors come out. And that's Hudgens, Madison Maples, Haley Talbot, Lauren Billiter, and Rachel Hahn. Their last home appearance here at Maryville. And they leave leading by 31. And Hahn will come out now. (82-50). 2:38 left to go in the game. Maryville puts in Macy Kilpatrick, 54. Holland Geralds is 11. 24 is Eckenrod. Varney, 13. And over on the far side, number 34, Janie Bowles. Shot good. It's a three-pointer by Lauren Johnson. Make that Austin Richardson, excuse me. Varney brings it up to Bowles. Holland Gerald, and the shot and the layup good by Eckenrod. Foul by Austin Richardson. Eckenrod for Maryville shoots 89% from the free throw, 23 of 26, and they're going to call a foul on Kilpatrick. Kilpatrick, a 6'1" center from Chandler, North Carolina, went to Enka High School. Chanel Toxin going to get 2. She'll put that one in, making it 84-55. 2:13 left to go. 84-55 now.
Triangle.
Varney going to push it up. Bowles gets it to Eckenrod. Eckenrod can penetrate to Bowles, back out to Eckenrod into the paint, and taken away by Megan English. English going to come down, going to go to the basket, has the ball blocked by Eckenrod, and it goes out of bounds off Megan English. Maybe it wasn't blocked. 1:48 left to go in the game. Maryville up 84-55. Maryville will move on to the second round of the USA South Conference Championship. They'll be rewarded by heading down to Piedmont in Demorest, Georgia on Saturday. Eckenrod to the basket, and she'll get her own rebound. 1:28 left to go. I don't believe we've got a junior, senior, or sophomore in there. It's all freshmen. Kicks it outside. Varney with the crossover. Eckenrod. And we got a travel by Elsa Eckenrod, the freshman, as she was trying to go to the basket. 1:02 left to go in the game. 84-55. Richardson, and the ball is tipped away by Varney. Varney very active for a freshman. Goes inside. Shot put up and good by Mary Farr, 22 points. 40 seconds left to go in the game. Elsa Eckenrod to the lane, puts up 2 and puts it in. Lauren Johnson coming down for LaGrange with 26 seconds left to go. English goes baseline. She'll be fouled by, I believe that's going to be on, was it Bowles? Yes, Bowles with her first foul. Shot good by English. English 17 to 29 before today, 59%. And nice shot, 86-59, 25 seconds left to go. Maryville has to do nothing except come across the timeline. 86, and it's Varney with the layup, and she'll be fouled.
The foul is on LaGrange number 14, Lauren Johnson.
Fallon Johnson, her second.
At the line for Maryville and 2 shots, Claire Barney.
Barney going to go to the line for Maryville. And she'll miss that. Barney with 9 points. 14 seconds left, 86. Make it 87-49. Barney, first time in her career with 10 points, double digits. 11 seconds, 10, and they'll count it off. Seniors, and it's taken away by Maryville. And it's going to be Elsa Eckenrod going to end the game. She'll keep the ball. And that'll be the end of it. Maryville moves on to the second round of the USA South tournament. And that will be Saturday. And that will be at Piedmont College at 2 o'clock. And that will be in Demorest, Georgia. Maryville men will play at 2 o'clock on Saturday against Huntington, and at 3 o'clock on Sunday against LaGrange. So we'll wrap it up here. We'll hear from Coach Darren Trevelyan right now. 87-59, the final score. Maryville wins today. Maryville goes to 17-9 and 12-3 in the conference. Turn the stats around. We'll get Coach in right here in a second. We'll get Coach in here in a second. Okay, Coach, let me fix you up here. Let's turn that mic on. Coach, good effort today. A game you should have won, and looked like you got a lot of things done today.
Yeah, I was so happy with the way our kids played in the first half, man. Defensively, we held them to 20, 21, something like that in the first half. And offensively, I typically don't ever care about scoring. I don't make a big deal of it. But what was impressive in the first half was everybody had 6, 7, 8. I mean, we were sharing it. I thought that first half was about as well as we've played on both ends of the floor together the entire season.
45
really
points.
Yeah, it was great. It was great.
And you just about matched it. I mean, you get 87,
yeah.
But a lot of substitution today.
Yeah.
You must have had fun with that today.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, everybody comes out and practices hard and works hard every day, and you want to let kids play, but you're also rewarding. I mean, your players number 7, 8, 9 don't usually get to play a ton. So you need to let them get to play their 15, 20 minutes and go from there. So it was a great team effort, and this group was just not going to lose at home. That wasn't going to happen today.
Seniors get out there. That's going to be Hudgens, Maples, Billiter, Hahn, and Haley Talbot.
Yeah.
And all those get out to play today, and nice of you to let them play here at their home.
Yeah, those kids they've been a part of some unbelievable games here, an unbelievable tradition. they held this thing together this entire season. When so many different factors from losing Brittany early, our slow start beginning of the year, then bouncing back. We've had a couple, disappointing games where we didn't, get some wins, but that core group held this thing together and worked really hard all year. And I didn't get a chance to give them the curtain call at senior day because the game stayed close until the very end, and then Haley was hurt, so she didn't get to finish senior day. So I wanted, if it was at all possible, I wanted to give them a chance to get a curtain call in their home gym.
Coach, 180 victories for you, but more importantly, you go to 17-9.
Yeah.
You go to 12-3 in the conference, and you're here for another day. You
Yeah.
got 3 more wins, and you're in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, what I said to the girls in the huddle the other day is it takes 4 wins. 4 wins. It doesn't matter who you pencil in the bracket. Doesn't matter where it is. Doesn't matter how you get there. You got to win 4 games, and everybody in the league has to win 4. Tonight was the first one. We get a chance to kind of regroup, and then we'll go play Piedmont again, and that'll be fun.
Well, that'll be Saturday. Coach, though the two teams that probably are going to be the biggest obstacles are Piedmont, which you went 1-1 in the season. You beat them on their court.
Right.
They come back and beat you here. Then you got Berea. You should have won at least one of those games, so it's doable. What are you going to tell your kids in practice this week?
Yeah, I think that's exactly right. What I said to them on the front end of this was, look, you'd love to be hosting. You would love to have not been in the play-in game today and, all that kind of stuff. But that's not the hand we were dealt, So this is the path that we have. The path is a little bit bumpier and trickier than the one that, we would have laid out. But so what? Life is hard, and we've learned that this year. Learning everything these kids have had to learn about growing up is you don't always get the smooth sailing. So a little bit trickier. Obviously going to Piedmont and playing there is going to be really, really tough. But okay. You want a challenge like that, so let's go and see what happens.
I'm sure their coach said when they came here last time, it's really, really tough to win at Maryville, and
sure,
they came away with a win. Talk a little bit about, I know you've had adversity this season. Talk a little bit about how you've helped these kids along, and a lot of grief at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about that, because this has been a kind of a special season in a certain way.
Yeah, no, for sure. Well, the first part of it was, we just had to come together and just sit and just talk and cry and just, laugh a little bit with some good memories too, and just make that, you hear that cliche like a safe zone or whatever you want to call it, but, we live in that locker room, we live in that basketball office, and so the girls all came in the day that we lost Brittany, and we just sat there for a few hours, and Reverend Ann McKee from campus came by and kind of just moderated a conversation where we all just were able to talk, and we all acknowledged nobody knows the roadmap for this, but we're going to do this thing together. And we left that room just saying it. We're going to find a way to help each other together. And so throughout the course of the year, there have been different moments, whether it was, the very first road trip, we just weren't ready to play. We weren't ready to play yet emotionally. And
really slow start. And
yeah.
It's understandable.
Yeah, it was. And so it would have been really, really remiss of me not to acknowledge that to them. Like, look, your world is bigger than coming in and running layup drills and worrying about press offense. You're trying to learn how to cope with the grief of losing a friend. And so we've got to get to a place where we're healing there. And that was one thing we talked about a lot, was it isn't the kind of thing that the next day you're just better. It is a healing process that takes time, and it'll take them forever. The rest of their lives are going to think about this, but are they thinking about this loss in a healthy way? Are they able to keep moving forward in a healthy way? And I think we've done that. It hasn't been perfect, but it's been the best we could do.
If you can say one thing about Brittany Johnson, God rest her soul, what can you say about her?
Yeah, I would say what we miss is we miss that smile. We miss her laughter. We missed that spark, whether she was in the game or she was sitting on the bench or bumping into her in the hallway. She enjoyed being with these girls so much, and that's a special person who every day just enjoys it, and that's what makes that void so hard to fill, because she was such a big personality, and they were all such a big part of each other's lives.
Thank you, Coach. Win number 180. Good luck to you on Saturday.
All right, man. I appreciate it.
We're going to wrap it up. We will be back here on Saturday for a men's game at 2 o'clock against Huntington, 3 o'clock against LaGrange. Stay tuned. This is George DeBobby saying so long, everybody. See you next time.